Hello everyone, welcome to your first practice of August, and because it is the first Friday in August, this practice is free for everyone, both free subscribers and paying subscribers. So during August I'm going to focus on a theme, and the theme is when you keep pushing through even though your body's saying no. So hopefully you'll find this theme really interesting. It definitely comes from something I used to do in terms of just ignoring my body. I used to get IBS and migraines really regularly, just ignoring them and just pushing through, continuing what I had to do and not listening to what my body had to say. And by learning to connect to my body and how to release those feelings, I've now been migraine and IBS free for over 6 years. So there's real value in learning these techniques and learning to connect with your body. So we're going to start with something called box breathing. And before I show you the technique, I just want to do a quick intro around what's going on when, if you're going to bed and you're feeling like really tired, but you're not being able to sleep properly, or you do sleep and you wake up and you still feel wired. So I call this like the wired but tired. If you're getting that feeling that regularly, this is because your nervous system is stuck in a state of arousal, or often in a state of arousal. So your body's not getting a chance to be able to rest and to be able to rejuvenate, because in the rest and digest state, this is called the parasympathetic state. In that state, this is where our body is able to digest food, where we repair. So if we're not ever getting into that rested state, if we're not used to going into that rested state during the day, if you think about it, it's a bit of a demand on your body to go, yeah, I'm going to lie down now. I know I haven't done it for like the last 18 hours, but I'm expecting you to be able to completely rest now and to do your thing. So it doesn't happen like that. So I'm going to show you a breathing technique today that will help our bodies to shift into rest and digest. And you can do this just before bed. So what I recommend you do is do this. Try it like 3 or 4 times this week, just before you go to bed, or when you're actually in bed about to go to sleep. Do it for a few minutes before you actually lie down. And I would do it until, so the good sign to look for is until you feel like your mouth's starting to salivate, or your tummy rumbling, or you feel like you want to yawn. This is a sign that we're shifting into rest and digest. So box breathing, so called because the way I teach it is we imagine like the body is a box. So what we're going to do is inhale and imagine the breath going up the front of the body as we inhale for 4 counts. And then we're going to hold the breath for 4 counts, and we imagine the breath going over the back of the head for those 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4. So we've got this sort of box shape going on, and you can just imagine the breath helps to connect to the body as well if we just imagine this breath cycle visually as well. So find yourself somewhere comfortable to sit. I'm on the floor. You don't have to be on the floor. You can be in a chair, you can be on the sofa, but just somewhere where you can have your feet on the floor and you're just nice and comfortable and relaxed. And let's just start by taking a couple of breaths in and just rolling the shoulders up and back. So inhaling, just relaxing, inhaling, letting the shoulders go. Okay, let's go into the box breathing. So inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Now these breaths are done through the nose, not through the mouth, both the inhale and exhale through the nose. Again, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhaling, hold, relax, exhaling, letting the muscles go loose, holding, inhaling to the tummy, holding, exhaling, everything's heavy, holding, inhaling through the nose, holding, Exhaling, shoulders down. Holding. Inhaling to the tummy. Holding. Exhaling, legs heavy. Holding. Okay, so you can just repeat this. And what I would encourage you to do as you inhale, just imagine you're inhaling down into the tummy, so a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, let's just focus on letting things be loose. So as we're exhaling, we're letting go. So you can imagine your shoulders going down, you can imagine your body being heavy against the chair or wherever you're sitting. If you've got a back to your chair, just really resting against the chair, or if you're in bed doing this, really resting against the headboard or wherever you're sitting to do this practice. Okay, so that is box breathing. Hope you enjoy that. Have a great week. I will see you next week.